So today I'm going to run over and get some oil filters, fuel filters. The air filters I can't get until the end of the week. Nobody has those in stock. So I'm going to go grab the oil and all those filters I can get. I'm going to come back, change the oil on it, change the filters. I'm going to go through and grease this machine. That's the plan for today. Well, today wasn't a very productive day, but at least we got the oil change in the combine, new oil filter on it. We got a new fuel water separator filter on it, and I put a new coolant filter on it. There's 2 more fuel filters I need to change. I must have messed up when I ordered them. I only got 1 of them, so I'm gonna wait to change both of those until tomorrow when I can get a filter. And then after I change them 2 fuel filters, I'll be able to go through and start greasing everything and hopefully get the head hooked up tomorrow and start going through it. Well, I'm not sure what to do about this. I thought the starter was hung up, but I don't think it is. I was in here trying to roll it over by hand, and I can't get it to roll over. It's almost like it's locked up, which doesn't make sense because it was just running a couple months ago. And it's just been sitting here, so I don't know what to do. Probably gonna have to hook something to the front of it, get on there, put it in gear and let out on the clutch and try to force it to spin over, I'm assuming. But I'm gonna have to get someone to come down and help me do that. All right, so I don't have anyone to come down and help me move that Farmall 300. And I don't really want to risk trying to squeeze in there and hitting it. So I think I'm going to try to put the forks on the Bobcat and maybe pull that, see if I can pick that head up or if I can pull it out a little bit just to get in there and grab it. Okay, well that seemed to work out pretty good actually. I didn't tear nothing up, so that's a plus. I'm gonna bring the combine down, get this hooked up, blow it off, wash it off, check all the gearboxes and grease it. Make sure everything's okay. Well, this is our corn header. It's a 943 model, International. It's a 4-row. I believe my dad got this head when he bought that combine, so we've had that head for 30 years also. This did go under the flood as well, pretty much completely under, as far as I can remember, and I haven't touched it since. So today we're gonna go through, blow it off, wash it off, check everything out. Well, it's a lot better than it was. Got it washed up a little bit. Got one shiny snoot down at the end. That's because that one's plastic. The rest of them are all sheet metal, original. Most of the paint's gone off of this thing, as you can see. That's what happens after 30 years of use. Maybe this winter I might go through and try to repaint some of this or see about putting all plastic snoots on it. Not real sure. I don't really see us getting a new combine anytime soon, unless we miraculously pick up a bunch of ground. But other than that, I'm going to get it hooked back up to the combine there. And I'm going to go through and start checking the gearboxes on it, which won't take but a few minutes. And check the gathering chains and snapping rollers and make sure they all look good. And then grease it up and we'll pretty much be ready. All right, we got the corn head here all greased up. I went through and checked all the gearboxes. Only 4 of them, so it didn't take very long. I got chain lube on all the chains. I looked everything else over. It looks like it's in good shape. I figured it would be. Like I said before, we don't put a lot of acres on it, so parts don't wear out as fast. I'm getting ready to hook that back up to the combine. I'll get it hooked up permanently. As far as the combine goes, I got the air filters changed in it just a few minutes ago. I had to go up and get those from the dealer. I've already greased it. I've already looked everything over. I'll probably give it another once over. Make sure everything does look good. I didn't miss anything. Check the tire pressures. Clean the windows. And then I got that piece on that grain elevator there to fix still. That shouldn't take very long at all. Get this all buttoned up, and I might go pick off the end rows. I'm not real sure yet. Alright, to hook up this corn head, it's real simple. All you got is this sleeve and this shaft. You just hammer that over, throw a bolt in there, and it's hooked up. There's no electrical lines, no nothing. And then when you get done with that, underneath, there's 2 latches you gotta hit, and it's officially hooked up. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna set the machine to the guidelines, and then obviously once you get in the field you'll probably do some fine tuning. Unfortunately, in this combine, the only thing you can set from the cab is the rotor. Everything else you got to do outside. So when it comes to setting your fan speed, it's kind of a pain because you read it in here and you're setting it out there on the side of the machine. So in the book here, it gives you all your different settings for all your different crops over here. That's where they recommend it. And then obviously once you get in the field, you'll do your fine tuning. But these are good starting points. So on corn, we want our rotor at 500. It's already in low side because the last thing we cut was soybeans. We've already got the concave down in the corn part. And over here on fan, let's see here. On fan, we want it at 1,000. And then we're going to want our chaffer set at about a 1/2 inch. This here is how you set your fan speed on this machine. Just turn it one way or the other. Turn it toward the right to speed the fan up, turn it towards the left to slow it down. I think we're going to go pick off the end rows, see what kind of moisture we got.
From the west side